Hello, back again to keep you most up to date on what's going on in the third tier of English football as we come to the conclusion of the season, of course. And this time round, we've got a few catch-up games, and this should be the last catch-up week before we got the main final couple of games switched to go before we get into the playoffs. So very exciting times ahead, of course. So let's look back at the games and see how we got on with our predictions. First start, Portsmouth, 1-0 winners against Bristol Rovers, with Curtis getting the only goal of this game in the victory. Peterborough, also 1-0 winners. They took on Charlton. Clark Harris in the 9th minute got the job done. These games happened today. MK Dons destroying Swindon Town 5-0. Will Grigg scored 4 goals in total. Also, Fraser got on the action. Next up, Wigan Athletic and Burton Albion sharing the spoils on a 1-1 draw. Powell for Burton, and we had Keane equaliser for Wigan Athletic. Oxford United 3-1 winners against Plymouth Argyle. Edwards kicked things off with an own goal. Then came along Matt Taylor scoring a couple. Enos got something to celebrate for Plymouth. Sunderland and Accrington Stanley, they share the points in a 3-3 thrilling draw. So we had White scoring 2 early goals there for Sunderland. They had a 2-0 lead. Before Bishop, O'Neill, Conville scoring the goals for Accrington Stanley. Matt Power, 83rd minute goal there for Sunderland. Meant they got something out of the game at least. Crew Alexandra and Rochdale shared the spoils in a 1-1 draw. It was destined to be a 0-0 stalemate. Kirk scoring in the 90th minute for Crew, and we had Doan scoring in the 97th minute for Rochdale. Gillingham and Northampton Town, another draw, was a 2-2 draw this time round. Oliver and Lee for Gillingham, and Edmondson and Horsfall with their comeback to get something out of the game. Fleetwood Town 1-0 winners against Doncaster, with McKay the match winner there. Ipswich and AFC Wimbledon 0-0 stalemate. Shrewsbury 1-0 victors against Blackpool. Pennington, the 53rd minute was enough. And finally we had Hull City 2-1 winners against Lincoln City, with McGuinness and Wilkes. Meanwhile, Montsema scoring the goal for Lincoln City. And after that game there for Hull City, it clinched promotion back to the Championship. So a round of applause for themselves. Long, hard-fought season, and they've done their job. Next up, we have Peterborough in second spots. We've got Sunderland in third, but a whopping 16 draws this season is threatening to undo their progress. So how do we get on with our predictions this time round? For myself, I picked up 12.31 with the likes of Portsmouth, Peterborough, Oxford, Hull City to win, as well as the Sunderland Accrington Stanley game to be a draw. The Football Simulator, they managed to get 14.15. So quite a few draw predictions got correctly. The likes of Ipswich and Wimbledon, Gillingham and Northampton, Crewe and Rochdale, as well as 3 other winners, including Portsmouth, MK Dons and Oxford. Overall leaderboard has the Football Simulator on top, 365.3. Myself, I'm positioned in second, 334.73. Finn and Luke in third, 21.07. And fourth goes to Cavan Wright with 6.87. And the fifth is Black Wine with 3.72. So those were the games. Now we just got 8 matches to catch up on. Or 7, I should say, miscounted. So yeah, just the 7. There'll be 14 teams. Yeah, some teams play 42, 43. Okay, there might be a little bit more catch up to do. But we'll just play it as it comes to hand there. So some teams are a bit behind the 8 ball because of all the other different competitions they might have been participating on, and they just think an opportunity to catch up on those games that they will be caught up on. So first up, we have Sunderland taking on Blackpool. So Sunderland, they come in third. Well, that's in the past 5 games, only picking up 2 draws in their past 2 matches. Blackpool, on the other hand, come in 6th, 1 victory and a couple of draws in their past 5 matches. Which reminds me, I need to have a look at the League 1 player spots. So I'll just do that by the end of this video. Feel free to check that out, so we know what each team exactly needs. So for this game here, I'm going to go Blackpool to win this match 2-1. Football Science is going to go for a 2-0 win for Sunderland. Next game is Accrington Stanley as they host Portsmouth. $3.60 for Accrington, $3.40 for the draw, and $1.91 for Portsmouth. Accrington Stanley, they come in 12th. 1 victory and a couple of draws in their past 5 games, very tightly bunched up. The positions around them, but yeah, 4 or 5 points adrift off the top 6. So that might be pretty costly. Meanwhile, for Portsmouth, they're in 7th, so they're definitely with Sharks. 1 victory and a draw in their past 5 games. Going to go with a 1-1 draw. Football Science is going to go with Accrington Stanley to win this match 2-0. Next up, we have Peterborough hosting Doncaster. $1.45 for Peterborough, $4 for the draw, and $5.50 for Doncaster. Peterborough, they come to this position in 2nd place, 3 wins and a draw in their past 5. Meanwhile, for Doncaster in 13th, 1 victory in the past 5 games. Going to go with a 2-0 win for Peterborough. The Football Simulator is going to go with a 3-2 scoreline for Peterborough this time around. Next game is Shrewsbury taking on Lincoln City. Shrewsbury comes in 16th, 1 victory and a draw in recent times. Lincoln City looking at 4th, 3 wins and a draw. Superb stuff. Going to go with Lincoln City, the Imps, to win this match 3-1. The Football side is going to go Shrewsbury to wind at a 3-2 success. Next match sees AFC Wimbledon hosting Watchdale. So AFC Wimbledon, they come into 19th, 4 wins and a draw in their past 5 games. Meanwhile, for Watchdale, in 22nd spot, 3 wins and a draw. Going to go for a nice, exciting, entertaining match here, a 2-2 draw. The Football Scientist is going to go for Watchdale, a 2-1 success. Next up sees Burton Albion hosting Fleetwood. $2.20 for Burton, $3.25 for the draw, and $3 for Fleetwood. Burton Albion, they come to 17th, 2 wins and 2 draws in the past 5 games. Meanwhile, for Fleetwood in 14th, 3 victories in the past 5 games. Going to go Fleetwood on the road to get a 2-1 success. The Football Simulator sees a 1-1 draw. In the final match, we got Charlton Athletic taking on Crew Alexandra. So Charlton, they got 3 victories and a draw in the past 5 games. Meanwhile, for Crew Alexandra, they come to 15th, 1 win and 2 draws is their recent form. Going to go with a 1-1 draw here, so one is even. Football Science sees a 2-0 success for Charlton. And before we go, let's look at what the League 1 playoff positions that these teams need. I believe it's usually the top 6, but it sort of changes a little bit between the Championship, League 1 and League 2 structures. I know it might be League 2 that you might be able to get away with 7th spots, because there's some leagues you only get a couple of spots to get promoted, other ones there's quite a few, 4 or so sort of hard to just instantly memorise. That's congrats to all those people that have managed to do that. So yeah, let's have a look at the current season. Go onto the Wikipedia and see what we come across. Might not have done it the best way possible, but We shall get there. League One, League One, League One. Okay. Let's get the article up. Congratulations to Hull City for managing to get the promotion back to the Championship. All these clubs that were relegated the previous season, they had managed to do it the first time round. If you look at the Championship, the lots of Norwich and Watford doing it first time round as well too. There we go. So yeah, you need the top 6 if you want to make the playoffs in League One this season. So currently you'll see the likes of Sunderland, Lincoln City, Oxford and Blackpool in those spots. But, and these big buts, you got Portsmouth just on the outside, just a matter of the goal difference separating themselves and Blackpool. Charlton Athletic, they also have a game in hand, or a couple of games in hand. They are in the midst. And then MK Dons with a slight opportunity. And then that might just be about it. But most likely might be a mix between whether or not Portsmouth is going to make it or not going to make it. And then Charlton MK Dons, if they are lucky and the other clubs fall apart, then they can potentially grab a spot. So that concludes this catch-up. Hopefully not catch-up round, maybe. And the League One, feel free to make your thoughts, predictions down in the comment section below. And then we'll be back again for the full round of fixtures next time round. Thumbs up, subscribe. We'll see you again next time round. Cheers.